Today we're going to make baked beans, and we're going to make them a little bit healthier with the help from some kale here. So I'm going to start with talking about these a little bit. Rancho Gordo beans. A friend of ours turned us on to these. It's an online company, and the guy travels around the world finding heirloom beans, or beans from all these different cultures of the world, and he propagates them. He plants them and grows them and tries to keep them in the world. You know, instead of, a lot of them are going, you know, say extinct, but they're just disappearing. So I think he's kind of made it a purpose of his to get these beans out to the people. And this is a cookbook from them, Heirloom Beans, and it's got a lot of great recipes in here. So Rancho Gordo, look it up. It's good stuff. So this is a pound of beans, and you can use a lot of different types of beans. These ones they're called Red Nightfall. You can use pinto beans or kidney beans. A lot of different beans will work for baked beans, but I particularly like these. And we've already soaked them overnight. So, you know, soak them in water for 6 to 8 hours, and we're ready to go. So we're gonna make the sauce first that's gonna go in them. So we've got a can of tomatoes. And I always try to make it a point to get tomatoes that don't have salt. It says no salt added. And tomato paste the same, no salt added tomato paste. So 1 can of tomato paste. An onion, and you can just rough chop it because the blender's going to do most of the work for you. And then 4 cups of water. I might not be able to fit. I'm only going to put some of it in there and blend it, and then I'll just pour the rest into the pot with the sauce, so we don't overflow our blender. And we're just going to blend this up until it's, you know, the onions are in teeny little pieces. Oops, actually I forgot. We have to add our dates to that. And here I've got 10 medjool dates. That's what's going to give it that nice sweet flavor of baked beans. So we have to get those blended up. I'm just going to add that to it. Blend it up. Same thing, we're just going to blend it up until we can't see any chunks of date anymore. That's good. Okay. Then we're just going to pour this over the beans. A little bit messy. Okay. And to that, we're going to add another chopped onion, but we're going to make the pieces chopped a little bit smaller, you know, so you just have some nice little chunks to chew on in your baked beans. And then a teaspoon of onion powder. And about a half teaspoon of cumin. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. And yes, I didn't measure it, but a couple glugs is good. It's not going to hurt to have a little or more, a little or you know, or too much. Same with the Bragg's liquid amino acids. I'm going to get a tablespoon of that. And then we're going to add our kale. And this is roughly, it's 1 bunch of kale, or about 4 cups of chopped kale. And I chopped it into little teeny pieces. And really it just gives them a little bit more interest and more nutrition. And they actually end up tasting like little meaty bits of flavor. It's great. Okay, now we're just going to stir this up a little bit. And then we're gonna put it in the oven on 350. Oops, I forgot, I gotta add the rest of my water here. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna stick this in the oven for, I'm gonna start out at about 2 hours, and then I'll check it after 2 hours. It might need more time than that, but we'll check it at that point and then I'll let you know. Okay, so it's done. Let's take that off. Whoa, look at that. So it officially took between 3 and 3.5 hours, and it really depends on your beans. I don't know if you can see it here. That smells delicious. Probably the only difficult thing about this recipe is the smell that is wafting through your house for hours. Just makes your mouth water for hours. But here we go. Let's see. Just a little scoop. This is probably gonna scald me. Those are delicious. You're gonna love it. So be sure, check out Rancho Gordo. Right there, Rancho Gordo. These beans are so worth it. They cost just a little bit more than what you can buy them at the store, or buy beans at the store, but the taste and the quality of the beans are so much richer and deeper. It's well worth the money. See you next time.